guys, this is history. What you've done with the show.
You guys have built a platform that influences.
Y'all the Breakfast Club.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show.
Wake the f*** up, Breakfast Club.
DJ Envy.
Envy playing my record, I made it.
Jess Hilarious.
I've been rooting for. I'm like, y'all need to keep on the Breakfast Club.
Charlamagne the God.
What made you think that liking of controversial questions would take his part?
I like this show.
Thanks, Breakfast Club.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious will be here in a sec. Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday.
Yes,
What's
it's
happening?
Friday. Good morning.
How we feeling out there, man? Another day to serve.
That's right.
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. How you feel?
I feel amazing. I feel great. Today is a great day, a great Friday. My kids were off all week, so yesterday after work, they wanted to go bowling, so I went bowling with the kids, had a great time.
Oh, they had the whole week off?
Whole week off.
Yeah, mine had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which is so strange because, you know, growing up, we didn't even have President's Day off, period, when we was in school.
Then?
No.
Did we? Yeah, we did, right?
I never had President's Day in the 1900s and 70s. Well, I was born in 1978. I don't remember having no President's Day off.
Yeah, we definitely had
We definitely ain't had no week or no 3 days they did.
We just had one day.
Hey, Jessica.
Hey, Jess.
Jess Hilarious. Yeah, they had 3 days off. But it's weird to have 3 days off and then send people back to school
Thursday
on
and Friday. Yeah, now
what's the point of that?
That don't make sense.
Get the kids the whole week.
Yeah, absolutely.
My son had to go to school all week, so I don't know what that's about.
Really?
Yeah, he goes to a charter school. I don't know if that's different from what your kids didn't have school all week. Yeah, I know yours didn't until today.
Yesterday.
Till yesterday.
Yeah, very weird.
Yes.
Okay.
Very
Yo,
weird.
I hate driving here.
It's a 10-minute drive, Jess.
No, it's
used
not a
to
10-minute drive. And then I don't know what's up with the GPS. Look, and this has nothing to do with the outage yesterday. Like my GPS, it'll reroute me. It'll keep you. It's like it doesn't know
Because
New
some
Jersey
roads
or New York.
Yeah, because sometimes roads be blocked off.
Yeah, 'cause they be doing
Like it be
construction.
construction and stuff like that.
You use
I
Waze?
feel so sorry for the people that
use Waze?
No, I use GPS.
Use Waze.
No.
Waze is a good GPS that definitely works well in the city.
Oh, because Waze tells you what's going on.
The Waze tells you where the
That's all.
traffic is. They tell you where the
This ain't
lights
nothing-
are, the police cameras and all
Just
that.
be patient. I used to do the same thing when I first moved up here. To be listening to the GPS, it'll reroute you. A street be blocked off. You don't know the city,
Yeah,
so
and
you
then
get a little
turned
lost.
around, and then getting turned around in Jersey is different from being turned around anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, because you can't make a
In
left.
New
You got to
York.
make a U-turn.
Yeah, I'm not with none of that. I'm
End
like,
up in
nah,
Camden.
I'm just going Uber to work, Uber back to work. I can't.
No, that's going to end up costing you too much money.
Well, I heard y'all tap in.
Yeah, I heart y'all tap in. Well, we got some special guests joining us this morning.
Who we got?
French Montana. He'll be joining us. Mac and Cheese 5 is out today. That dirty BX Igor will be joining us. I'm so proud of French Montana because
For what?
Because we've seen where he
Oh my
came
God.
from.
Oh,
Why
yes,
you gotta
okay.
say for what? Like,
Yes,
No, I was just trying to throw a shot at the Bronx this morning. Salute to the Bronx. Okay. I was about to say he's from the Bronx. The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of
That
Florida.
is true.
Yeah.
Bronx is a beautiful place.
But we seen where he came
Not
from.
really, but it is. No, I'm playing.
What you mean? It's not a beautiful
I'm
place?
just messing.
I'm not.
They
gonna
all
co-sign.
crazy out there,
They
though.
all crazy.
Nuts.
And I'm not co-signing. Well, anyway, but he came from a place of he had to grind and people didn't respect him as a rapper and he had to do so many
He
different
was the
things.
DVD guy.
Yeah, and he came out to where he is now and all the success that he's had. So salute to the Bronx this morning.
Absolutely.
He's had a nice run. French been around for what, 15 years?
Yeah, 15 years.
Yeah.
Longer than that. And also, Roxy Diaz will be joining us this morning.
Another person who's
Love
had a
her.
great run.
That's right.
Great run in this game. You know, we all saw Roxy start. Well, we saw Roxy start in radio. Then 106 in Park.
That's right.
Now she's doing Good Morning America, movies, all types of other stuff.
That's right.
Yes.
So we're going to kick it with both
She's
of them.
actually here to talk about a movie that she's in on BET Plus called Dutch 2.
Dutch 2.
Angel's Revenge.
That's right. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. Angela Rye will be joining us this morning. So we're going to kick it with Angela Rye in a little bit. I guess Ted's got the day off.
Tess had a little emergency.
All right.
Yeah, she good though.
Okay. She all right?
She good.
Okay.
Breakfast Club, good morning.
This record is hard. It's way too New York for 6 a.m. in the morning.
I love it. I love it.
This is just too New York for 6 a.m. in the morning. We don't want to hear this in
That's
South
BX.
Carolina all over the country.
That's BX.
Nah, man. Where they at? I hope they is the police because I need help. I can smell the Pelly Pelly on that record.
You can smell the Avirex.
That sounds like a custom
Smell the
made.
Timberlands.
Sounds like custom made Louboutin overalls.
Morning.
Great hard record, but come on, but too New York for 6 in the
Kanye's
morning.
on it.
I don't want to hear that. 6 in the morning.
I love it. Salute to French. All right.
Salute
We
to
are the
West Side
Breakfast
Gun, too.
Club. Jess Hilarious. Charlamagne the God. Let's get in some front page news. Morning, Angela Rye.
Hey there, good people.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but this young man who this court ruled against yesterday probably isn't. Daryl George, who is a junior at Barbers Hill High School, has been in school suspension since August for wearing his hair in locks.
Dang.
So you all have heard of the Crown Act.
Yep.
And the Crown Act was designed to protect against this very thing. But this judge in this Texas court said that this particular school dress policy does not violate the Crown Act. So the school is going to be able to continue to enforce this. This young man walks out of the courtroom in tears and he says, all this because of my hair. He's been in in-school suspension, meaning he can't get hot food and he can't get the instructional materials.
That's ridiculous.
Because of the locks. They had someone who co-authored the Crown Act on the stand say that this was the very purpose of the Crown Act.
That's crazy.
So I don't know if y'all have thoughts about this, but this is nuts to me.
Why doesn't he just homeschool at this point?
I mean, hell, he been homeschooling
August.
wherever he's been in the school since August.
Yeah, in-school suspension is rough, bro. I used to hate in-school suspensions. Let me stay home. Then stay in ISS all day?
But
step
yours
in the
obviously
classroom.
wasn't because of hair.
No.
I was just bad.
No
Definitely not
disrespect.
because of hair.
No, just
Yeah,
bad.
so he has these beautiful locks. Anyway, I thought y'all would have a lot more to say about that.
I
But
mean, what's the solution? Like, what can he do?
well, they're going to appeal it, of
Okay.
course, and I think that they have to continue to emphasize all over the country. There's been a movement. That's been one place where black folks have successfully legislated all over the country. We will protect our hair.
Mm-hmm.
You will not continue to tell us how we're going to wear our hair.
It's crazy. In 2024, we still having this
This is what
conversation
I'm
about
saying.
hair.
And the civil rights issue of our time is going to be that because you can't do it because we're not going to let you touch it because we're not going to let you physically keep us out of the classroom.
And what state was
And
this
his
again?
parents-
This is Texas.
Texas.
And his
mental-
parent didn't want to take him out the school to put him into another school. That's like half the year. That's a long time
It is.
since August.
You know what I really think, Jess? I think this is about trying to make a statement. And they were willing to, let him, unfortunately, be the martyr of this cause. But it sounds like he's willing. It's just taking a toll on him as well.
Not at the expense of his mental health.
Education.
Yeah, his education, his mental health, his emotional well-being, like that.
Or maybe he wants to go to that school. Maybe his friends are at that school.
It
Maybe
ain't no fun if you're in ISS.
Yeah, I haven't seen y'all since August.
Word up. for
Jesus.
real.
But maybe he wants to go back and hang with his friends, and
That's
he's willing to
horrible,
take
man.
that.
Well, or just say, I'm going to protect my hair at all costs. I don't know where else he could go. That's the entire school district that has that dress code. So speaking of America not being a racist country, the South Carolina GOP primary will be this Saturday, the 24th, and Charles Barkley, who's not a South Carolina voter but is very excited to vote for Nikki Haley, had this to say when she was on his show on CNN.
I want to give all my energy behind your campaign, but I was upset when you made the reference that you didn't think America had racism.
So first of all, I never said that there was not racism in America. There absolutely is racism in America. I said that America was not a racist country. The premise of America was never to be a racist country. I think the goal was always to have freedom. Now we stumbled along the way, and we've got some parts of our history that were not pretty, but we got past that. I don't think that our founders wanted us to have a racist country. I don't believe that that's the basis that America sits on. I think it's always to be the best country with the most freedom that allows anybody to be whatever they want to be without government getting in their way or anybody else getting in their way.
Angela Rye, thoughts?
It's so interesting watch people squirmy-wormy on this subject. I think what's more interesting here is Charles Barkley saying to her, which we didn't roll, Governor, I'm dying to vote for you. So I said yesterday on Twitter, RIP then, Charles, because she's not going to be in much longer. She might make it to Super Tuesday on March 5th, but it won't be much longer beyond that. I think it's ridiculous to say in this here Black History Month that the founders didn't intend. The founders weren't considering you, Nikki. They weren't considering us. We certainly weren't considered human. Like, what are we even talking about? Of course it was built on racism. Chattel slavery is a racist institution.
When will politicians just simply say, we can't say America is a racist country because that's not a good electoral strategy? Like, that's really what it's all about. So it doesn't matter if it's Congressman Clyburn, VP Harris, Tim Scott, Nikki Haley, none of them can say America's a racist country because they know that's not a good electoral strategy.
Well, here's the bottom line. I think that actually is a good electoral strategy.
Really?
It's always a good strategy to tell the truth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always. Like, I think that's first and foremost. We have to get to the point where that's acceptable. Until then, we're going to be dealing stuff like with the Crown Act in Texas.
But until then, the reason they do that is because they feel it's not a good electoral strategy.
They do feel that way.
Yes.
Yeah, they do feel that way. So I think that's all we have time for, but we'll get to some more in the next hour.
What are we talking about next hour?
Well, I want to talk about MAGA red bottoms.
Oh, the sneakers.
Yeah.
What you got on your feet?
The MAGA red
They're
bottoms.
Pumas. Let me tell you, if I buy a red bottom, it will not be a Trump sneaker.
No.
Let me be very clear. If I got to spend $400 on a red bottom, it's going to be a Louboutin.
All right. Well, we'll talk that next hour. And everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's a Friday. Call us now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
MV, it's Jay from Jersey.
Hey, what up, bro? Get it off your chest.
Not much, man. Happy Friday. You, Charlamagne, Jess.
Happy Friday to you too,
Thank
brother.
you.
Peace.
Jess, congrats again on your pregnancy. Me and my fiance are expecting our third baby girl in about 4 weeks.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, bro.
Congrats for y'all too.
Thank you. It's truly a blessing, man. I also want to thank you guys for what you guys do every single day.
Thank you, brother.
I
Thank you so
appreciate
much,
you.
man.
Happy Friday.
Have a good one, brother.
All right.
When the baby due?
She's due April 1st, but I don't think she's going that long. So hopefully in like 3-4 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
That'll be girl number 3 for you, right?
Yes, sir. Girl dad, man.
Girl
you go.
dad.
Hey, I got 4, my brother.
Enjoy.
All right, peace, guys.
Now you thinking about all your whole ways back in the day, and you like, damn.
Chill, man. You won't get me in trouble, man.
Have a good one, bro. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up? This is James.
James, what up? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from North Carolina. Hey, good morning, everybody. Envy, I wanted to let you know, man. Remember, some months back, I asked you if there was anywhere I can get those old mixtapes from like the 90s. I found them on YouTube, man. I found Illuminati 2 and Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I found Dirty Harry too, man. Yo, tell me you remember this mix. He starts out with that beat from Biggie Smalls' I Got a Story to Tell. He has that going. And for the hook, he uses that old song, Reputation. I don't care about them other
girls. Just be good to me.
Just be good to me. Yeah. And he got Pop rhyming on it. Man, that joint is. I thought I would never hear that blend again. When I found it, I about lost my mind, man.
You in 90s and 2000 heaven right now, huh?
Oh man, what? I forgot about that Nas and AZ joint. How you living on your block, man? How you living on your block? I got it right.
Let this man live, man. This man living his old wild out days. Let him have a good time.
Jess is like, I have no idea what they're talking about.
No,
Jess was like, no.
Don't show the age. I just let him. I love it.
Well, have a good one, bro. Enjoy the mixtapes, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I appreciate y'all.
All right, brother. And salute to Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry was one of the illest DJs back
he was
then.
ill.
I don't know what Dirty Harry's doing now, but salute to the brother Dirty Harry, man.
He got me wanting to find an old Dirty Harry mixtape now.
Yeah, Dirty Harry used to, man, he was something else. Hello, who's this?
Good morning, Breakfast Club. This is Jordan the Welder. How are y'all?
Hey, Jordan the Welder.
I'm so
Jordan the
excited.
Welder.
My baby's gonna turn 1 in 2 weeks.
Oh, happy birthday to your little one.
Yeah, I'm super excited. We're going to have a birthday party for him. And I think I'm more excited for myself because I've never had a birthday party before.
You never had a birthday party in your life?
No, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, like I did. Okay, I get it.
Yep.
So where you doing it? How you doing it? The crib or are you doing Chuck E. Cheese? What you doing?
You know what? We rented out an event space at a hotel.
Okay.
And I want y'all to know, too, Jordan is really a welder. It's not like Benny the Butcher with Benny don't cut meat. Jordan is actually a welder.
That's
like
right.
in real life. That is her trade. That's what she does.
Hey, Charlamagne, can you post the link again for the Black Effect podcast merch? It wasn't working for me yesterday.
Yeah, I'll post it right now. I'll DM it to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all you gotta do is go to blackeffect.com, no?
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to blackeffect.com, the merch tab is on there. Yep.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. Boo. It's your boy Lovey from the Bronx. Bronx, stand up.
This is exactly why everybody from the Bronx needs to be searched when they walk into any facility.
Good morning to my Breakfast Club family. Good morning, King.
Peace,
Good morning, brother.
Lovey.
What up, Lovey?
You know, it's my born day weekend. I was born in 75, around the Shala era.
1975.
Yes.
What you
My
gonna be,
queen
48?
is bringing me to the Poconos for a menage for my birthday weekend, but it's with stipulation. She's telling me her girl can't make me. What should I do, Playboy? What should I pull up and not pull out? What? I don't know, man. I'm confused.
Why are you asking me? In envy. We don't know nothing
Wrong
about
person,
this life.
sir.
I don't know about this neither.
Just as you know about
I don't know.
you asking the wrong. You asking the wrong people, bro.
He asking his kings. He ain't say queen. What's up?
Jess, I want your opinion as well, Jess.
Lovey, why don't you call Tez? Why don't you call Tez Figaro, your work wife, and see what she would say?
That's what I was gonna do, but she's not in today. I don't know if she took it off, if she's planning to pull up for my birthday. I don't know what's going on.
You know what's so crazy though? You know what's so crazy? If your wife or your girl told you what it is, then that's what it is. If she told you she don't want you to with the other woman, you can't with the other woman. It's that simple.
Man.
What do you mean? She's the manager. She's the supervisor. She put it together. She's telling you what it is. We're going to get this menage in, but this is the stipulation. So you either want the menage or not, bro.
I got to practice yoga, man. Let me get my yoga in, man. You need some ladies. Ladies, hit me up on my Instagram and give me some advice. LOVEYXXL860. I need some advice.
Goodbye, Lovey.
Listen to your woman,
right,
Lovey.
I know that's right. He don't care.
Listen here, girl.
Yeah, if your woman allows you to get a menage and she says this is the stipulations, you got to listen to your supervisor,
That's
bro.
what it is.
It ain't hard. It ain't difficult.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. We got Jess With The Mess on the way.
Yes, we do. Got Jess With The Mess on the way. Zeus announced his first scripted series. So, yeah, LaMelo's working out here.
Okay. All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning on this Friday. Now let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore. Jess don't do no lying. Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess. And news is real.
On The Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. People that stop.
Okay, so I've recently gotten to the show Love Is Blind on Netflix.
That's about all the blind people trying to find
No,
love?
it's not.
No.
So it's people that can very much can see. They are finding love, and I'm on season 6 of it. A lot of people are reacting to the allegations about cast member Jeremy. Yesterday, it was posted that he was married. He was engaged the whole time with a kid. Y'all got to get into it. You know what I'm saying? I understand y'all old and all that, but y'all got to get into these shows.
My daughter
now.
be watching that, man.
It's so good. A woman shared a photo of Jeremy, an unidentified woman, and a little boy that may be his son. It was confirmed, but I'm gonna just get into it a little bit. He was in the caption said someone was engaged and living with someone when applying for this. When people asked where she got the picture, she replied, "From my phone," claiming that the woman and the child are her daughter and grandson. So basically, his original fiance, her mom, actually put this out. Like basically, her future son-in-law.
Okay.
He's married to he's on the show, and he is engaged to be married to my daughter.
So maybe he's just doing the show for money then.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
But he had responded and said that, no, this is a lie. And then this is what I got to understand. All right, so on the show, he actually is engaged to one of the girls. Her name is Laura. Okay, but these people filmed this like a year ago. Like over, you know what I'm saying? Like they filmed it a year ago.
I get it.
He not even with the girl now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Apparently, he is single now. But also, I think it's interesting, TMZ had actually put the fact that the mother-in-law, or the ex-mother-in-law, she said that they had broke up. They broke things off in 2022. So this was 2 years ago.
Right.
So he wasn't even with the damn lady. or whatever. Like they broke things off, and then he filmed to be with the girl Laura, and then he just responded to it, and this is what he said.
One, anybody that I was on dates with, my castmates, and in multiple interviews, this topic was discussed. Nobody is surprised by this. It was something that was well documented. Unfortunately, with all of the footage that is captured, not all of it makes it into the final cut. Two, I did not apply for this while I was living with anybody else. I was out living on my own, and I didn't seek this out. I was actually reached out to over Instagram, but I had already been out on my own for a number of weeks at that point. And I was asked if I would like to have a discussion around it. I said, sure, why not? And
I don't know, man. I think it would be better if all of them was blind. They feel like they should all be blind.
No,
you know what I mean?
Probably not.
Like a bunch of blind people looking for love.
So
and they don't know the looks. It's just based off of
listening
how
for
somebody treats.
love.
Listening for love.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is, so it's a part of the show, right, where they pick the person that they want to marry or whatever. They get to see them. They go on a vacation, and then they go introduce each other's like
families.
Yeah, like no, like they go to the house. They go to each other's house. They go to their hometowns, back to their hometown. And when he took the girl Laura to the show, that he was engaged to on the show, to the house, she was like, oh, it looks so new in here. Like, it looked like he just moved in. So I think like he got an Airbnb. Like he was running it out. You know what I mean? So the fact that it just came out that he was engaged 2 years ago to somebody else, it actually looks like, okay, like you was already married. But nah, he said he was single. Like, so he really did nothing wrong. And the other lady, the grandmother, said that he didn't do anything
Maybe
wrong.
that's our fault for still believing these reality shows are real.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I feel like. I think it might be our fault. That watch these shows. When you watch these shows, you have to know they're just entertainment. These people,
are tied into the show.
People are just actors.
Yeah, nah, people are tied into it. That's what they
makes just trying to get into business.
Nah, that's what makes them love it so much, because they feel like they're tied into these people's lives.
You gotta believe it.
But if they feel like it's an actor, you're not going to be tied in as much.
Well, I think you should start looking at it like it's scripted.
Well, Jesus, that story just gave me a headache. But because I played it out so much more well. I played it out so much more well in my head. But anyway, in more reality news, Zeus Network CEO announced his first scripted series. Lamel shared a post on Instagram announcing the network's first scripted series. Now, he's partnered up with Deon Taylor. Deon Taylor has done...
Salute to Deon.
He's done films like The Intruder with Megan Good and The Guy with the Pretty
Anything
Eyes.
with Michael Ealy.
Yeah.
Anything you seen Michael Ealy in the past 4 or 5 years, it was Deon Taylor and Roxanne Hidden Empire.
So he posted 6 days ago that he has his scripted series is actually greenlit, and he wants people to tag some actors, directors, writers, and producers, and editors, and composers, and he's providing a bit more detail or whatever. So he's excited to announce that they're partnered, and it's about to be up for Zeus. You know what I'm saying? But I think this is what Lamel always wanted to do. He
more scripted out of reality.
More scripted. I think he wanted to start it off reality, because that's what grabs people's attention. You know what I mean? Honestly, nobody grabs attention like reality shows, like fighting and all that type of stuff. And then he wants to expand, like he's getting into sports, which he also spoke to y'all about when he was up here doing his interview.
He got a sport now. He got Glow. The gorgeous ladies are wrestling. All they do is fight. All they do is fight. He might as well just turn that into a whole wrestling organization.
He should. I mean, I don't know. He could partner up with like UFC, WWE. I don't know, but he's actually successful in with Zeus. So congratulations on that. I'm gonna be watching that. Wendy Williams' Guardian files sealed lawsuit against A&E. So basically, Wendy Williams' Guardian, she he took legal
that
action.
Pregnancy kicking in.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That morning sickness
is crazy.
kicking in.
So they wanted to sue A&E to try to stop the documentary from.
Shut up, man.
What you smell?
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. She wanted to sue. I'm with you. She wanted to sue A&E because they wanted to stop some of the things that were supposed to be on A&E.
It's too late.
But it airs tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know
tomorrow
what I mean?
Sunday. Yep.
But
who was the lady though?
It just Sabrina Morrissey. I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's a family member.
Why y'all be asking me this? I ain't
talking. Because you was around her all that time.
Bro, I ain't talked to Wendy like that in years.
I didn't know she was a family because it's strange that
I have no idea who these people
her
are.
brother's not her brother, her family, her son, that they don't oversee it, and that this lady does. So we figured that you would know who she is.
No. Wendy, God bless Wendy Williams. I send her healing energy always. I haven't had a relationship with them like that since 2008.
So we're gonna ask you anyway.
I hope you're in the documentary.
Why would I be in the documentary?
You probably in the
Because you was
documentary.
around a lot.
You was around a lot.
And for 3 years.
That was a lot.
No.
From 06 to 09.
And then you used
Y'all
to
just
be
be
in the
making
documentary.
up stuff. Cut it out.
Whatever. Yesterday, what I found interesting and sad was a video I surfaced the net where her and Blac Chyna,
Lord have
who
mercy.
is known as Angela right now. We can't keep calling her that. That lady don't want to be Blac Chyna no more. And she had a heart-to-heart moment with. I don't know if Wendy received it, but this was.
It was heart to something. It wasn't heart to heart.
Yeah.
I recently been changing my life since, we last spoke. You've always been honest with me and put me in my place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the most motherly, kind way. That's why I love you so much. Because even when I was going through my darkest times, you never used that against me, and I'm always be here for you, straight up. You could call my phone whenever.
My real name is Wendy Hunter.
Hunter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm divorced. He's got no money.
I love you.
So do I.
Yeah.
That sounds like Wendy to me.
But
I love you.
So
do I.
Yeah, it's very sad. I mean, it makes you look at your life and say, damn, you just want people around you that you really love regardless of what you go through. Through the ups, through the downs.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that you are okay.
I mean, some things are just out of your control, and there's nothing you can do about dementia. And dementia is something that impacts so many families. And this is one of the most high-profile Black celebrities that I can recall having dementia publicly.
Out like this, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So maybe this is happening to shine a light on dementia, because dementia doesn't just impact people who have it; it impacts the family and friends who love them.
But
so maybe it will shine a light on dementia, and we'll start having conversations about dementia, and it'll be support groups for people that are dealing with folks with dementia. Who knows?
But I always say this: when somebody does get old and they do get dementia, how do you know that person would have wanted that out there like that?
That's what I think. I think all this I think it's garbage the way that they're exploiting Wendy through this documentary.
And that's my point. You look at Wendy and you see how she was without her wig on, and Wendy was fabulous. And there's certain things I just don't know if Wendy would have wanted like that.
I think it's whack.
It's very sad. I mean, it seems like she's stuck in a time. I don't think she received anything that Angela really said, although it was heartfelt, and although Angela meant every word of it, she just was like, it's just really sad.
You want me to go get the trash can for you?
No. My grandmother has dementia, and it's actually really sad. Sometimes she's in and out, too.
Yes, a lot.
My grandmother, a comedian, though, she's still funny, so sometimes she be cool, sometimes she not. So
it's this, with your grandmother, she tells the same stories over and over again.
Are they good jokes?
No, it's actually crazy because my little cousin, he had passed away, right? 2 weeks ago, and she called my dad to tell my dad that he passed because he left our house and then he passed away, right? And then she called an hour later to tell my dad again, and my dad is like, yo, you just told me. And
then she'll call an hour later.
Yeah.
And then another hour later.
How many times did he die? You know what I'm saying? But it's like she laughed.
It's not funny,
you know what I'm
but when
saying?
it's like.
Right. But in our family, we can laugh about it because she'll laugh about it. And then she'll, she got ways that she handle it. But
But your dad got to have a little bit more patience too because he knows she got dementia.
But at first you don't because it's a little annoying at first. And then you got to get used to it.
Why is it annoying?
Because you call every 15 minutes.
But imagine how annoying it is to have dementia.
But
you don't think about it. You just honestly, it's the first time it's happening.
And then
so you start calling.
And my grandmother is aware because she'll be like, well, you know what's going on. Sometimes I'm in, sometimes I'm out. Don't be all right, whatever. I can tell you he died 8 times. It don't matter. You gonna agree with me all 8 times. She don't care. But that's just how it is. We just have a different way of receiving it.
And that's Jess With The Mess and the Morning Sickness.
Shut up, man. All right, when we come back, Angela Rye will be joining us for Front Page News. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
I know French Montana joining us this hour, and he got Mac and Cheese 5 out, and I do like this record, but I don't want to hear this at 7 in the morning, bro. No. Just, and you be angry all day for no reason.
So mad.
Like, why?
I'm mad hearing him do that.
Where they at?
Man. It's like, why are you shooting at us?
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Morning, Miss Rye.
Hello. Okay, so since we already angry about it, let's just keep it going. The Alabama Senate is busy doubling down in America's racism with the introduction of an anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion bill earlier this week. This bill, well, actually, let's listen to this local news report from WVTM 13. I got that right, Eddie. Let's roll that sound.
7-3, the bill receives a favorable report. Thank you to the sponsor. Thank you, committee, and we're adjourned.
Republican Senator Will Barfoot wrote Senate Bill 129. He says it will prohibit public entities from promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion programs that he says also relate to divisive concepts.
Nothing in this act prohibits or prevents students, faculty, organization, or associations from hosting DEI programs or discussions that may involve divisive concepts, so long as no state funds are used.
Mayor Randall Woodfin didn't hold back, asking state lawmakers why would they block fair representation and opportunities for all people. He says he'd help minority athletes and their parents find schools outside the state that prioritize diversity and inclusion if the bill passes. Adding, if supporting inclusion becomes illegal in this state, hell, you might as well stand in front of the school door like Governor Wallace.
Okay, so here's the thing. That what they call a divisive concept, let me just give y'all an example, that slavery and racism are aligned with the founding principles of the United States. That's one of the divisive concepts that would ban you from getting any funding for DEI-related programs. Randall Woodfin, of course, is the Birmingham mayor, and him weighing in on this and saying that he would urge athletes to go to other states despite being a lifelong Bama fan, I think speaks volumes. It is the very thing my dad has spent his lifetime talking about. If our athletes would go to other schools because they don't respect us, how are you going to do DEI on the football team but not in any other educational principle? Anyway, I think that is a thing, and hopefully other Southern mayors will take note and protest in the same way. Of course, it has not passed. It was just introduced this week, but they're doing this all over the country. We can move right along to Lenard's favorite, the MAGA Red Bottoms. Donald Trump, after he got this. Oh, you gonna get 2 pair? That's what we doing this morning? You're gonna march your way to destroying democracy. That's interesting. Let's roll this sound.
I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love.
There's a lot of nuance there, though. Because he is right. If you do go out there and you buy Trump sneakers for $400, you probably all going to vote for Trump.
Yeah, you're
that's a
committed.
fact.
And meanwhile, your dumb ass is this morning talking about, I'm going to get 2 pair.
Well, I'm just joking. Well,
You're just joking.
You can't joke
You
nowadays.
should be very clear. On the record, are you going to buy a pair of Trump sneakers? He introduced
It depends what the resale value is.
Thank you.
If I can buy
If
I can buy them for $400 and sell them for $2,000.
But that's the truth. I mean, you're sitting here joking, but our culture and our people would definitely do that. They will buy it for $400.
Not just our people, though. Sneakerheads come in all colors.
But I'm talking about our people.
We're talking about here, the culture, like the guy just said about
our
blacks.
culture, yes. We would buy that for $400 and flip it. They would sell
The
it for
resale value is
$8,000.
crazy. That's what I'm saying.
They would sell it for $8,000.
That's a hustle. Ain't nobody thinking about no politics when it comes to that.
Nope, that's a flip.
You know, I'm just telling y'all, I don't know if it's still this French Montana song, but I'm real angry right now with the direction of this conversation. Yeah, I'm about to do y'all.
That's just good business.
Hold on. We're talking about this man has introduced the sneaker at SneakerCon in Philly last week. He's getting met with booze though, and he also is doing this right on the other side of getting slapped with a verdict in this state.
Yes, but listen, you said he got met with booze, but then his sneakers sold out. So, you know what I'm saying?
Numerous pairs.
4,000
sneakers sold out.
4,000.
Allegedly. This is Donald Trump's. This is the same man that the reason why he got hit with the lawsuit here is because he had an illegal evaluation on his property.
I'm with you. I understand all of that.
Okay, so I just want to be clear.
Okay.
Y'all buy any sneakers?
Depends what the resale value is.
I just want to understand.
I'm not buying those.
No, man. We're not buying them. No, we're not buying them.
Literally a game.
It's not a game. This is the same.
It's a
You were
game
just
to
on
him.
TV Sunday saying
Literally.
that this was the end of democracy.
This ain't got nothing to do with democracy. We talking about sneakers and reselling sneakers.
If this dude can overcome this verdict by paying for it with the money of the poor people who he's built this campaign on.
Angela, 70+ million people voted for him. He has support.
I understand that, but he also is going to continue to get support if we play about what this is.
No,
this
I think
is very serious.
He's already
and
got
this
support.
man is on TV talking about this is the way to reach us. The way to reach us in terms of our votes and democracy and moving this country forward is not through buying no damn sneaker.
I agree, and it's not by getting on Arsenio Hall and playing the saxophone either.
I agree with that.
It's not about Congress wearing kente cloth and taking a knee either.
But
I'm just saying they all do corny stuff.
This is not just corny.
Yes.
This is dangerous. You posted a clip this morning about the guy with the Trump supporter at CPAC saying we're destroying democracy.
I agree with you. So listen, this is what I want us to do.
Okay.
Instead of just getting upset and getting emotional, sometimes we should listen to these people.
Well, y'all should have played that song.
Sometimes we should listen to these people because I will say I do agree with him in regards to Trump having a better handle on culture. And that's just because of how society has shifted. Donald Trump is a celebrity. He's been a pop culture icon since the 80s. Now that politics is pop culture, Trump is killing Biden from an entertainment perspective. So in this era, culture does trump politics. Democrats need to tap into culture a lot more.
I agree with tapping into culture, but I think we have to start distinguishing culture from a fascination with rich. And by the way, this man is broke because he's also not properly.
I don't think it's got nothing to do with rich.
I think it has everything to do with that. Black people, white people, everybody in between aspire to have something they don't. There's a book that was written back in the day called "What's the Matter with Kansas?" Mm-hmm. The very premise is that you are voting your dream and not your reality. Mm-hmm. I think that's exactly what it is. I don't want to get that.
Politicians sell so many dreams. That's what they do.
I think that's,
this is dream selling season.
But he's not just selling the dreams of a politician. He's also selling
sneakers.
Sneakers, and you can be like me, you can be rich like me, and that's all an illusion.
And I also want to say black support isn't just eroding from the Democratic Party. It's eroding from politics, period.
Yeah, but
people think just because Joe Biden might be losing support amongst black support that people are going over to Trump. No, that's not the case.
I agree. They're not going over to Trump.
People are just disgusted with the whole political process.
I agree with that.
I'm just going to say, I really love you. Thank you. I love this banter. I love that you call him out on plan. Because now I don't really know a lot about politics, so I ain't going to say act like I do, but I'm just like, go, Angela, because damn, boy.
This is regular for us.
No, I love this. This is great.
This is how our phone calls start.
Always.
And we don't even have a French Montana song.
Always.
You got a lot of shout outs in front page news.
But for the record, okay, nobody is buying Trump sneakers in this room. But if you can buy them for $400 and the retail value is $2,000, go get your money.
Leave it
okay?
Go
get your money. Go get your money.
You know what? You sending these people.
That's the truth.
You sit. Let me tell
and
you.
if they sign, they're going for $4,000.
Woo!
You guys, I want to tell you right now
the hood need the money. We need food on the table. We need a roof over our heads, man.
You guys do not listen to Envy and Lenard. They're rich.
Man,
do not listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go slip around here and be off a cliff.
That don't have nothing to do with being rich. That's good business.
Don't listen to them.
You
It's
can buy
bad
the
business.
shoe for $400 and sell them for $4,000.
But they're saying if y'all gonna put the cash to do to this whole Breakfast Club show.
There's a resale value. I looked it up.
They're on eBay now. They're going for $2,000 on eBay.
Come on, man.
They sold 40 pair last week, and the ones that were signed went for more money.
You guys, this went
That's
really
business.
left.
All right.
Maybe I say really right.
Come on now.
It's a mess.
All right. Well, that is
Insurrection sneakers.
front
Way to
page
go, guys.
news.
Way to go.
The most
Way to go, guys.
Them insurrections.
Do.
Them
Way to
Trump
go, y'all.
sixes. Them January 6th.
Them
Oh, my God.
1776
Angela Ryan
sneakers.
playing. She's not laughing.
I'm so through with y'all.
400 to 2,000
Through
is great
with
for
y'all.
I'm just saying
Way
it's good
over
business.
time.
Forget
Fooling
Trump.
with
That's
y'all.
just good business.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Jess.
When we
No,
come
it's
back,
fine.
French Montana will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Oh, now I
The
gotta
Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Rich Dirty Bronx.
Rich Dirty Bronx. French Montana. What up, French?
How you doing, my brother?
You know where that intro came from, right? You know who called me that? Yeah, man.
I'll tell you that, right?
It's funny, right? We were in iHeart, right? We were in Vegas, and I was like, "Yo, French, you was a." I was like, "Damn, I'm proud of you. You was a dirty Bronx."
Damn, man.
That's what I said. But I was so proud of him because I didn't see French come up from the slums. Like, you know, people talk about where they came from and the things that they did, but French used to be in the dirty BX clubs, in the dirty Brooklyn clubs, in the dirty Queens clubs, making the DJs play his music. And he was never. That was French. That's where you would see French. I'm like, damn, you came a long way to Vegas
I saw him before that.
Yeah.
I saw him right before that.
Yeah.
When Max was.
No, I mean, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished, right? It's like Coke Boys, creation of kings everywhere.
Oh, you already got it prepared when you have to go.
Humble under God.
You already prepared. They gonna, if they ever need to use this is what they're going to use.
And that's one of my favorite joints on the album, which is the intro. It's called Dirty Bronx.
Thank you, bro.
And you kind of talk about everything, where you came from, everybody talking.
Sampled what was that you sampled on that?
OC.
OC, yeah, Time's
OC.
Up. Yeah.
You talk about everybody, people comparing you to Chinks and Max with the Wave and all that. So I think that's one of the dopest joints on there. But why Mac and Cheese 5 and what took so damn long, French?
I felt like, I needed to get everything out the way, then go back to the mixtape vibes. I feel like the game, I always try to go where the puck is going, not where the puck is at. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the game need mixtapes. I feel like we lost a lot of, it's like that feeling is not there no more. It's like albums is dope. Everybody's getting used to it. I feel like the mixtape game, just like I want to hear the Wayne mixtapes. I want to hear Wiz Khalifa dropped Orange. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to get back to that vibe, and I want to lead the wave with the mixtapes.
I like how you set the tone with Dirty Bronx. Why did you feel the need to confront like all the negativity that's been directed towards you?
Because I wanted to get that out the way so we could focus on the music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like I learned from Eminem, the tactics he used. I learned from, Jay when he did 444, and I learned from, I'm like a student of the game. So it's like, this is me interviewing myself on my own album, just in case, because you got your fans, but then you also got your haters that listen to your music. So the haters gonna hear themselves in there, and your fans gonna be right there, like I told you. So it's like that's the kind of vibe I was going with,
Why I ended on 5?
5?
Because we do need more mixtapes. Why are you ending it on 5?
Man, because I just wanted to give it my all and just leave it right there. Yeah, and just start something new. But you never know. Jay-Z made the Black album and he backed out of it. And, so it's like you never know.
Oh, so this is a retirement album? I just thought this was the end of the series.
No, just the end of the series.
Okay.
The mixtape series.
What do you do to make all your money, French?
Me?
Yeah.
Man, I just hustle. I've been hustling for a long time.
I mean, we know.
You ain't listen to Dirty Bronx, how many albums he sold, how many records he sold.
That. By the way, that was the beauty of Dirty Bronx, because you put a lot of things in perspective. I think I had knew that you was the most streamed African-born artist.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you had sold that many records.
Yeah,
I mean, 100 million? No.
Yeah, like 100 million between mines and all the features that I was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you figure like Unforgettable alone is like 13 million. So that's just like, that's like by itself. So besides, I mean, man, I've been on some big record. My catalog is crazy.
Yeah. But you say on the album, you say people think it's just your features.
Yeah.
But you the main feature.
Yeah, because you still look at the All the Way Ups, and you look at like, you know what I'm saying, like the Loyal with Chris Brown and all of those, like, I was part of some big features. And like the catalog is big, and I still ain't selling it yet. I'm thinking about selling it and just buying like this building across the street from you.
Word. How much you think your catalog worth?
I don't know. But I always felt like, if somebody's trying to buy something from you, then then how much money they gonna make? Ain't nobody buying nothing to take a loss.
Yeah.
So, I always looked at it like that.
At one time, well, if you know French, when French goes out and he knows you, he's going to invite you to his party, right? That's who French is as a person. Like, if y'all smoking together. Y'all drinking, he's going to take care of you. He's going to make sure you're good. Then there was one time where you just stopped, right? Because you said you had to get back healthy. You stopped drinking, you stopped smoking. Are you still in that phase and no more drinking or smoking? Or
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. When you sit across from like a billionaire or something, as soon as he take that sip of liquor or take that puff of weed, like you're already richer than him. You know what I'm saying? So I had to focus up. We lost a lot of money, made a lot of bad business deals. We, might have overslept and lost a bag, might have did this, might have did that, and I got a chance to make some generational wealth and change generations down, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just focus up and not leave no bags on the table.
Well, you ever fearful? I know a lot of artists say that sometimes they feel like that drug or that alcohol puts them in the right zone. Were you ever fearful like, damn, if I don't drink like I used to, or I don't smoke, that I might not be in the same zone as I was in making Pop That, or You Ain't Worried About Nothing, or, some of those other records?
Man, I've been popping perks for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Oxys, perks, drinking, this 20 years. It got to the point where I wasn't getting drunk or high anymore.
Right.
Like now I'm higher than I was when I was taking the drugs. It's just like my body just like, it's like in shock. But I feel like making music is a passion, is love. It had nothing to do with drugs. You know what I'm saying? It was just the drugs kept the negative shit around me. You know what I'm saying? Like the people, I lost people when I stopped doing drugs. I didn't lose the passion. You know what I'm saying? Because, when you drink and you take drugs, you let the devil in. You let, you know what I mean? Like I was inviting everybody and everybody wasn't inviting me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had motives and some of them had the negative. I mean, I don't mind helping people that have motives. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get our blessings. But there's people that have motives, that have negative motives towards you. I help anybody that have a positive motive towards me. So I feel like I was letting the negative and the positive, and that's why things started happening and this and that.
Yeah. What about your passion for sleeping with rappers' wives? That's inviting the devil in too, French.
Huh?
Yeah, come on, you say on the album.
Splash Brothers.
Yes, we heard. Yeah, come on.
And that's crazy.
You were the number one
Say
sniper.
hi, like I heard you.
But you know what? But that's where Han came from.
Because you heard
They'll be in the club and they'd be like, you know, people try to do business deals in the middle of the club and be like, Han. So let me tell you the story about that.
Okay.
Me and Drake was first working on the record.
Another sniper.
Yeah, working on the record. The first line he said, he was like, on Double MG, I'll a rapper's wife. He was like, we should start off like that. Then I just took it and I just ran with it and I just made the first line that.
But what that got to do with doing it in real life, though?
Huh?
What that got to do with actually rappers' wives in real life?
No, honestly, I never did. I know nobody wife.
Okay.
No rapper wife.
Okay.
No.
So it's just rap cat.
Oh, yeah, it's rap cat.
Okay.
All right, we got more with French Montana. When we come back, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Yep, we're still kicking it with BX's own French Montana, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne.
You also on Dirty Brunch, you talk about buying your block, but you said that the Nipsey situation made you pause.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
I feel like watching that video with Nip was like one of the most disgusting things I ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. All he was trying to do was just try to change his neighborhood and just bring some great things back and try to buy his block. Mm-hmm. And I feel like watching that scared me away from trying to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Look what happened to Chinks. Chinks got shot in Queens. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look what happened, to a lot of people that don't have a name. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fallen soldiers. So I was just like, you know what? Why come back and do that when I'm just seeing everybody around me just fall into it?
Damn. So how did you overcome that, or have you overcome that?
I went to Calabasas.
Got out of Dodge.
But I still come back. But it just, at the end of the day, it's just, it always come from the inside. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be careful how you let people get in contact with you or touch you. You can't be just easily touched or easily get in contact with easily. So anybody could pull up on you to do anything to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to be like a hawk on top of the mountain, just watch your prey. Whenever you want something, you just go handle your business and dip. I feel like that's like advice for anybody that's making real money, that got a lot of jealousy that come from where we come from. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It should never be a situation where somebody can go to the block and see you at a store or this and that. When some people, what Jay-Z said, bro, doesn't want no cash, they just want to kill you.
With a name. But even moving to Calabasas, Pop got in Cali.
Nah, you're not getting through this security. I live next door to Kris Jenner, next door to across the street from J-Lo, Will Smith down the block, his kids walking up. Like, you're not going to get through. They know about that. But at the end of the day, Pop had no security. Pop had a gun on him. Pop had the wrong people around him. I was supposed to meet up with Pop that night. He had a party at his crib. Yeah, we were supposed to meet up. I went to the strip club, and after the strip club, we were supposed to go to his house because he sent everybody the address for the party. You know what I'm saying? He had put that post up a couple of hours before. He had no security. And even when I first went to LA, when you go to the hills, it's like they don't have no gated communities. It's just like the fences, like the size of your hip, and then you just jump right over them.
So he was supposed to have a party that night?
That night he was supposed to have a party. Yeah.
Oh, so that's why people had the Addy. It wasn't just that. No, everybody was saying it was a post on Instagram.
Yeah, he was sending Addies to us, me, and to everybody else that was there. But
got you.
He had posted the Mary package that was sent to him.
Yikes!
Yeah, that's it. They got that right. So what happened with Drake on the album? Because I know you and Drake made a lot of music. You said, but what happened on this project?
Yeah, we did. But we got the documentary coming out in June. Mm-hmm. And he executive produced it, so we're just going to push the records back to them.
Did he have to choose? Because it felt like, and I'm just listening to Mack and Cheese, in a way it felt like, I'm like, did Kanye EP this? Or is he just on a few records?
No, me and Kanye was locked in for like a month.
Okay.
He had rented out the hotel for like a month, and we knocked out a bunch of records. And the sound, we was doing like two different sounds. When I was coming in, we was doing the sample vibe, that whole like, him producing and like the whole graduation sound. Mm-hmm. But then the new sound he got now, it was something that he was working on. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what, bro, I'm going to just take these records and I'm going to just put them on Mack and Cheese 5, because Mack and Cheese 5 got a certain sound. Even Bryson Tiller, he sent me like this Afro beat vibe. And I was like, yo, bro, send me that grimy one. He sent me one. Mm-hmm. So it was just like a certain sound we was going for Mack and Cheese 5.
What was it like working with today's version of Kanye?
Man, when it comes to music, I don't feel like you get too many versions from him. You just get the music.
Same.
You know, yeah, I don't feel like you get too many versions from him. I feel like he's what entertainment is. I feel like being so unpredictable is entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Not when that costs you billions of dollars.
Yeah, we spoke about it on the song too. Like, I mean, but man, he said I lost $8 billion to get the chains off my neck.
Only to try to put them back on? Only to apologize and say I'll give y'all 20%? Like, come on, cut it out.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Kanye's on Mac and Cheese 5.
He's on there a few times. The joint with West Side Gun is hard.
That's hard.
Yeah, that's very hard.
That's
very
hard.
You also spoke on the Dirty Bronx record about how New York DJs never used to play your music and you had to go down south to get your recognition. I talk about that
like
all
that,
the time.
but yeah,
that's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he said.
I had to go down there to get popping, chop him down.
Because y'all wasn't playing his music.
I always supported
By the way, if you think about the last few people from New York that became big time, New York wasn't really supporting them like that in the beginning.
Nah.
Not Nicki, not the ASAP Mob, ASAP Rocky, not
French.
you.
Nah.
I don't even know. Maybe Cardi, because it was a little different.
They supported Cardi.
Yeah, they supported Cardi.
Cardi. I mean, they supported Cardi after they saw so many artists make it without them. They was like, you know what? We got to pick a side right now.
50 is another one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Why is that, Envy? Why don't New York DJs? Why weren't y'all supporting y'all own?
Don't say y'all. I supported Fifth. I supported French. I supported all of them.
Yeah, I had like the whole Cocaine City era.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had my whole Max B era.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went down south and made Chop It Down.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like scorching hot. Then I was like, you know what? New York ain't show me no love. Let me go down south.
Mm-hmm.
Then I made Shot Caller after Max B got locked up because I was so much blackballed because everybody turned their back on me because Max B was just tearing everybody's ass up.
Yep.
And after he got locked up, he just left me with the black ball. I was just like, so I was just locked in with Harry Fraud and we made Shot Caller. It was like I got put into a corner. It was like, yo, is either I'm gonna fight through this with music or I'm just gonna just be like, you know what, you used to remember that kid? He used to have mixtapes with Max. So I was just like, you know, but it took me 10 years. It was like 02, I dropped the first Cocaine City, till 09. That's when I got signed.
You think a lot of that's because people didn't take you serious as a rapper? Because they remember you as the DVD guy?
At first.
Yeah.
At first, but the DVDs, you know, there was a time where Envy had an artist.
Red Cafe?
Red Cafe. Yep. It was a time with Clue had Fab. It was a time where
K-Slay had Pab.
K-Slay had Pab. Green Land had Uncle Murder.
Yeah, Coca Noodles.
So nobody was letting nobody rap.
Mm-hmm.
So this one guy named Smack came out with the most brilliant idea ever, bringing all the rappers, and he was putting Shay Davis on it.
Yep.
I was like, yo, I know all the drug dealers, I know all the rappers. Let me make Cocaine City DVD. And I'm put myself in the middle, how you put Shay Davis. People didn't know I was the one making Cocaine City DVD. People thought it was somebody else making it, and they was putting me in it. So by the time the 5th volume came, Akon called to sign me. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't even know I was the DVD guy with this and that. So, but the whole object the whole time was for me to be a rap star. You know what I'm saying? So I was making the money. We would make Cocaine City DVD, we would make 30,000 copies, $5 a piece. You make about $250,000 to $500,000 and promoting myself.
Wow.
And so people was paying Smack $50,000 to get on Smack DVD every time. I was making $300,000 to $500,000 every volume, and I was putting myself on there. By the time the 5th volume came, it was just like, so I was always ahead of myself, like, you know what I mean, from the beginning. So by the time
$500,000 a DVD,
but you know, you put it right back into it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you was always investing for the big picture. So by the time Akon signed me,
that when he gave you the fake watch?
Oh man, shout out to my brother Akon. The second watch was fake too.
Both of them was fake? Damn.
I ain't gonna do that. Shout out to Akon. But you know, we had a shopping deal. Then after that, the shopping deal didn't work because he had Lady Gaga and this and that. Whatever didn't work. But you know, I appreciate Akon just for the opportunity. Then after that, that's when I got with Max B and this and that. But that's what it was. But
how's Max doing? Is because I know there was rumors that he was coming out last year.
Yeah, he just put Coming Home on his page. So we all waiting. We all waiting.
How do you introduce Max B back to this era of hip hop?
He is this era of hip hop. He is one of the most viral. Max B's like the wave guy. Like he's a Silver Surfer. He like remember back then he was viral off YouTube. We would just sit there and watch YouTube and just go ham. So it's like, you know, it's the same thing. It's just YouTube in the app.
I want to know when how's Diddy? Have you spoke to Diddy? How's Diddy doing? I know you were signed to Diddy at one time.
Yeah, I spoke to him in New Year's. I spoke to him in New Year's, checked on him. He's doing great.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We're still kicking it with French Montana. His album is out today, Mac and Cheese 5. Charlamagne?
You embrace a lot of young artists from the Bronx too. Like you got a few of them on this project.
Yeah. Shout to D Thing, shout to Kenzo. She in the back. They both from the Bronx. I got 41. They're from Brooklyn.
41, yeah.
Yeah, they on the album.
41. Jen Carter too.
Yeah, Jen Carter. Yeah, they're from Brooklyn. Yup.
All right, what makes you want to embrace the young generation like that?
Man, I always looked at myself like the bridge to the music game. I felt like I could always tap in with the Kanye's, you know what I'm saying, the J's or whatever it is, and still tap back in with the Pop Smokes, the Schmurders, and do this and that. I felt like I was always like the bridge in between.
And how do you deal with the artists now? Because you've seen everything. I mean, you didn't seen shootouts, you didn't seen death, you didn't seen so much because you've been there.
Yeah.
But you also do know part of your music is being there.
Yeah.
And being able to write that and rap that and all that, you know?
No, I'm saying you're gonna do that, but sometimes you get caught up too much in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you come home from jail, you want to live the life, you want to do this, do that. I mean, it's just when things happen to people they never expected to happen, that's why it happened.
Yeah, it's true.
When things happen to people you never expected it to happen, that's why it happened.
Shanks would have never went to that hookah spot 4 a.m.
in the morning. Yeah,
in the morning
by himself.
If he, you know what I'm saying? No, he has security.
He has security.
Yeah, he has security with him and everything.
Well, he got shot. It was in the car, so I mean.
Yeah, he got shot 6 times in the car.
Yeah,
he has security with him and everything. It was 4 a.m, leaving the hookah spot, going chasing the joint on the side of a road. Just like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't expect that to happen. That's what I'm saying.
So with stuff, when you think about all of the violence that you've seen, were you afraid to sign drill rappers?
Hell no. We was drill before the drill.
Yeah. Because everybody was saying, like, there was a period it felt like labels were about to back away from drill.
We were drill music before drill music. Me and Max B, we had beef with the whole New York.
Yeah. So you don't think drill is a sound? It's just
it's a lifestyle.
A lifestyle, Chicago, energy.
Yeah, Chicago is like that.
So what is drill, D thing? What is drill right now?
Yeah,
so
go ahead,
now
man.
drill is like anybody do it. Like you could just come from college and just had a whole good life and just drill rap now. Like just do that now. Wasn't like that for me when I was come. Feel me? We had to really do it like.
But that's the problem though. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of rap. Like you saw Fat Joe say 95% of his lyrics were lies. Not this new generation.
Nah, he started drilling, bro.
Okay, you can't lie. That's bad. But you can't lie. I really live. I really was rapping what I really lived.
So what's next for y'all? What's next for the artists? Because I know usually you do compilation and you Coke Boy compilation.
Yeah, we're gonna do Coke Boy 7. He got he just dropped like 2 singles.
I'm about to do a video today too.
Nice. Nah, he moving like
Serious,
you
I
know,
love that.
he came to my crib.
songs in 10 videos.
Love it.
Yeah, came to my crib in LA. I go to sleep. I wake up 8 a.m. I hear all this noise. I'm like, yo, what's happening? Like, yo, I just called the camera guy. We shooting the video. I'm like, yo, bro, it's 8 a.m.
French is still one of those guys that call me at 6 o'clock in the morning about records and your records and your records. Every couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, French is gonna hit me. And he always say, did your number change? I'm like, no, my number ain't changed. He always send me the record.
That's how you've had longevity, right, French?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Consistent.
But they still got you under the microscope though, French, because didn't they search your PJ?
Yeah.
In Columbia?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, but it was like the whole Coke Boy thing.
They probably Googled the name and seen Coke Boy, baby.
Yeah, like, you know.
Wow.
And it was in Cali. It was like the capital of cocaine.
Damn.
Yeah.
So they didn't have no reason? They just...
No, they didn't have no reason.
And you couldn't do nothing?
Nothing about it.
God damn.
I just see the dogs walking up and I'm like, yo, what's going on?
You thought it was funny?
Yeah, because I ain't have nothing in there.
Yeah, that's when you laugh.
Hell yeah.
And you don't get enough credit for the community service you do. I mean, this around the world.
Yeah.
You donated 500 canoes.
Yeah, to Makoko. It's crazy. It's like the city that's under the water. It's like I've never been nowhere that's like that. It's like you take a canoe from like the bridge side and you stay on the canoe for like a half an hour. Then you just approach this city that's all underwater. Like, nah, it's crazy. Like, yeah, like half of the cribs under the water. Then like only like the 2 floors up and people just the living was crazy. When I went there, I think like 300,000 people. I don't know how it got like that, but it's one of them wonders of the world.
Oh, she said, was it a flood or something? I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I don't know the history, but it was just a blessing to see that and a blessing to see that I can help The same thing with Uganda. We went and opened up a hospital over there. Same thing with Morocco. We went.
1,000.
Yeah.
Quick relief fund.
Yeah, for Morocco. Same thing for the Bronx. Open up school program. I mean, whenever we get a chance to give, we always gonna give back.
Yeah.
That's what
For real.
Was it true that you said that J. Cole was supposed to executive produce
my first album? Yeah. J. Cole heard my first album in Miami. We was all in Trina House, and I was playing it for him, and he was like, "Yo, bro, let me executive produce it." Then we was on tour with Club Paradise tour with Drake. So we all just jumped on tour. But honestly, part of me was like, yo, I'm gonna let him just put his name on it. But if I'm gonna do an album with J. Cole, I'm gonna want J. Cole to do it with me from the beginning so I could benefit from the J. Cole experience. You know what I'm saying? I come to him with an album already done, like, yo, just slap your name on it.
Who you think you have better chemistry with, Cole or Drake? I feel like Drake for something.
Yeah.
Because you like y'all like Sniper 1 and 2. Y'all go back and forth.
Nah, Drake. Drake, my twin, man. That's my bro. Me and him definitely got better chemistry. Just because, you know, when Drake first came and people didn't really know who he was, he came in, you know, to New York and this and that, and we met up. And again in Miami when I was doing Ross album, we did Stay Scheming, and Drake first heard it when Ross played it for him, and he was like, yo, I heard the whole album, I want to do this joint. You know what I'm saying? And just like we're building out from Pop That to, you know, the whole thing, I felt like it was more natural.
That's crazy. That's two of Drake's best verses. Stay Scheming and Pop That.
Yeah. Not definitely. It was moments. You know what I'm saying? It was moments that was crazy.
Who smashed more Kardashians, you or Drake?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Mac and cheese fries.
Mac and cheese fries.
What you want to get into? What song you want to hear?
I mean, since we got Drill in the building, let's go to that 41 song.
All right, well, we appreciate you for joining us.
Man, thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mac and Cheese 5. Make sure you get it. It's out today.
Salute to D. Salute to Kenzo B.
Yes.
Yep, and it's the
For real. New York in the building.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess.
I'm only having conversations with French Montana and D Thing and Kenzo B after 5 o'clock from now on.
After 5 p.m. from now on.
He sound like Young M.A. Kenzo, I mean not Kenzo.
D-Thing?
Yeah, I like it. It's a cool vibe.
Okay.
That shouldn't be an insult. You sound just like.
Okay. Well, let's get to Jess with the Mess.
The news is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jess Moore, Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess, and news is real.
On the Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. Keep it a stack.
Yesterday, Normani shared a cover art and the name of her long-awaited debut album. She revealed the name of her album is called Dopamine, but she didn't share the release date or anything like that. Now, we know Normani from Fifth Harmony, but since she left the group, she's been only doing like features and things like that, you know, singles, but she's never dropped the album. So this is really, really big for her. Her fans have been awaiting this. But what is sad is while she was working on the album, both of her parents were diagnosed with cancer. Her mom her mom had her second battle with cancer while she was recording the album, and right after her mom was like going through treatment, after her mom finished treatment in 2021, her father got diagnosed with cancer. So it was, you gotta imagine, like in the middle of creating a body of work like that, your first album that your fans are longing for, you know, she just wanted to be with her parents at the time. So at one point she was like, no, F all this is bigger than the music, it's bigger than what I'm trying to accomplish. This is life or death. I wanted to be there for them. That's all she wanted to do was be there for them. And then she said, honestly, music is what got them through the cancer treatments. Like, her parents really loves music, and she remember being on FaceTime with her mom while she was undergoing chemo and asking her, you know, how's the music going? How's the music coming? And as hard as it was for me not to be with them as much as I wanted to, ultimately pushing through made the circumstances of the last few years feel a bit lighter for my parents. So that's why she put so much into the album, you know, just trying to, because she don't want to put out no BS, you know what I mean? And seeing how, like, she felt that the music was healing for her parents, like, because they were still aware and very, very much pushing her to do her thing while they were going through what they were going through. So I'm happy about her album, but I all prayers up for her parents, and just imagine what she's going through. She just wants to be there for them too.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Both parents at the same time?
Both parents, while you're in the middle of creating your very first album.
Wow.
Yeah. On another note, Orlando Brown shares who he made love with. A video surfaced online of Orlando Brown listing people in the industry who he made love with. We got audio.
You smashed them when it was girl?
I didn't smash anything.
So how you know
we
that?
made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
Cat Williams, Terrence Howard, Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
why you not naming no hoes?
My dad sicked his baddest.
Why you ain't naming no hoes?
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
So, again, I just felt like this man should.
God bless that young man. Send him healing energy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
There was some more on the list.
You smashed him when it was a girl?
I didn't smash anything.
So how you know
we
that?
made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
BD, Bow Wow,
Charlamagne, the God.
Busta Rhymes.
Jeez.
Niggas, man.
Oh my God.
I be wanting to build a wall around you niggas so bad.
I was wondering, like, I mean, 'cause I think I heard him say that before.
No, he said it before. He said it before.
Yeah, he did. He was serious about it. And
sometimes I understand the white man a lot, man.
Y'all didn't
Be honest
smash.
with you.
Y'all didn't
Sometimes I
smash.
get why he do the things that he do.
Y'all was
to us.
Y'all was getting it in like y'all was making love.
Segregation was a great concept that was poorly executed.
He made love.
But a lot of fans weren't happy with the video, saying the people who recorded it and posted it isn't solid, and that, you know, the people around him, they need to look out for him instead of, like, you know, exploiting him like this. And you know Orlando's not wrapped too tight. You know something something ain't clicking.
Jess, you're absolutely right. And what makes it messed up, you can't if you're one of those people that he named, you probably want to sue him for defamation, but you know he ain't right.
It's not, like, you can't even take it like as serious.
That's right.
You know, and he only listed men. You know what I'm saying? Only. And you. Like, it was just like, yo, come on, yo.
What do I identify as them?
You tell us.
JT and
I just
Solange.
want to build one wall.
Just one wall. Just one wall.
Yo, anyway, JT and Solange link up in Italy. Solange recently took JT out for a girls' night out in Italy. Listen, this is amazing. I posted it. I didn't post it. JT posted it. She said, date night, Solo took me to a symphony in Italy. I feel like a rich black Disney princess. They went to see an Italian symphony. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'd probably have been bored out of my mind, but just experiencing a new, like, something new. She a rap girly, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that she don't do nice things, but like this, they look like they had fun. Like it sparked, and the moment sparked conversation about black excellence and the celebration of black luxury. And they both just look so amazing and just cool. Like I said, symphonies, I don't know, but JT looked good, and Solange looked good. This is good seeing another side of JT, or just getting to explore different experiences. So I thought this was really nice.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, it was very nice.
It was
very
giving.
cute. Yeah, but that's it.
All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
Who are you giving that donkey to, man?
Man, shut up, man.
What? I don't know what you and Orlando Brown got going on. I'm not judging you. You still my brother, bro. He said what he said. He said y'all made love. I'm not mad at
man.
y'all.
That man is clearly something's off. So don't make fun of that man like that.
I'm not.
All right. We need Fox News pundit Raymond Arroyo to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get to that next. And then we're going to have a conversation about Donald Trump and these sneakers.
Yes.
Angela Rye and Charlamagne argued out in this hall for like 20 minutes.
That's
Last
all
20
we do.
minutes.
That's all we do.
She's
okay.
upset.
That's all we do.
They threw me into it. I tried to get out. No. But we'll talk about that when we come back as well. Donkey of the Day's on the way.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes. You are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Donkey of the Day for Friday, February 23rd. Goes to Fox News pundit Raymond Arroyo. I think it's pronounced his last name. Raymond was on Fox's big weekend show, and they were suggesting that black voters will now abandon the Democratic Party, or have been abandoning the Democratic Party and President Joe Biden, because the former president, Donald Trump, is now selling sneakers. Let's listen.
I was on social media last night. Very interesting. As you see black support eroding from Joe Biden, This is connecting with Black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Yeah.
Will the people that are excited about the sneakers and excited about Donald Trump, will that translate into them going out and voting for Donald Trump?
Well, anybody willing to put $400 down for a pair of sneakers? Yeah, I think that's commitment and love.
We are a very unserious country, y'all. And we shouldn't be unserious at a time like this when democracy is on the line. But we also need to be learning from who you consider to be opposition. There is some things Raymond said that I agree with, meaning Trump understands culture better than any politician currently. Not black culture, though. Entertainment culture. And we live in an era, sadly, where culture does trump politics. By the way, maybe it always has. I remember Bill Clinton going on Arsenio Hall back in the day and playing the saxophone. Y'all started calling Bill Clinton the first black president after that. Okay, remember members of Congress in 2020 when they was wearing kente cloth and taking a knee, you know? I will say I also agree with him in regards to Trump having a better handle on culture, and that's also just because of how society has shifted. Never forget, Donald Trump is a celebrity. Okay, he's been a pop culture icon since the 80s, and now that politics is pop culture, Trump is just killing Biden from an entertainment perspective. You know, I just mentioned Bill Clinton playing the sax on Arsenio, Congress, and they wore the kente cloth and took a knee. Hillary came on Breakfast Club talking about hot sauce when Beyonce had Formation out. It happens. But Raymond Arroyo is getting donkey today because just like so many other people in politics on both sides, they just think black people are simple. I don't understand why folks believe black people don't want tangible things in exchange for their vote. You know what that tangible thing is? Money. People want upward mobility. Black folks aren't leaving the Democratic Party because they're supporting Trump. I mean, some might be, but most black people I know, they just fed up with politics, period. They don't want it. They won't be won over because Biden is doing the latest TikTok challenge. They won't be won over because Kamala Harris is reciting rap lyrics. They won't be won over because Trump is selling sneakers. They will be won over when you offer them something that will provide them upward mobility in this country. It's simple. Okay, people calling for reparations because it's old, but also because it's something that will provide financial relief. People get excited over student loan debt being wiped out because it's something that provides financial relief. People get excited over affordable health care because it's affordable. It's something that provides financial relief. Everything revolves around money. Upward mobility, okay? Why do you think people love the stimulus checks, the PPP? Money, money, money. That's what all Americans care about, but I'm telling you, that's what black people want. Start offering black people actual tangible things, okay? I speak to black people, and they want the government to do more to confront white supremacy. Black people want you to do something to protect voting rights. Black people want police reform. Black people want, more student debt relief. Great job, that the Biden administration has done on that so far. And once again, black people want money. It's really that simple. It's not rocket science here. So that's where Raymond is completely off, thinking all it takes is a sneaker to get black people to come out and vote. Now, let's just talk business for a second. How much you say them sneakers was reselling for, Henry?
$2,000 without a signature, up to $8,000 with a Trump signature on it.
And they cost $399.
$399.
That's a hell of a flip. Okay, that's a hell of a flip, folks. People still hustlers, baby. Don't think just because you see someone buying these sneakers that they automatically support Trump. Now, if you are a Trump lover and you went out and bought the sneakers, 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna vote for him. Some people just buying these sneakers to resell. Okay, some folks just trying to eat because this country doesn't provide upward mobility for us. So I gotta go out here and get it on my own. Now, the president of the Fat Lives Matter committee is here, the good brother Mack. I don't know why he just isn't already sitting in the room. Because it takes him 20 seconds to walk 2 feet.
It's a lot of walk.
Good morning. Good morning, Mac. Now, talk to me, Mac. What's your perspective on this? You had a perspective.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I think it's all about right idea, wrong execution. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what they were trying to do with the sneakers, but they did it like if somebody just got BET Plus for the first week and they're like, oh, I see sneakers and all this is what black people want. Okay, there's other things that you could offer us that will kind of sway our votes over.
What you think, Ozempic?
Outside of go to hell. Outside of reparations, clearly that's easy, but my suggestion is politicians, give us a break from rent. Give us a month off, maybe February, Black History Month. You know what I mean? It's less days anyway, so if we paying for all the days anyway.
Okay.
We getting cheap anyway. We paying regular price for the same amount of days.
I like that. And by the way, that's something that revolves around financial relief. Continue.
Absolutely. Give us a 4-pack of Beyonce tickets with one Rihanna album.
Ooh.
If we could get 4, it don't have to be the country tour. It could be her next one, whatever she does after that. But some 4 Renaissance tickets plus a Rihanna album.
I don't like that.
I might vote for her.
That's
for
good
whoever it is.
That's good resale value too, though. By the
You
way.
know what I'm saying?
But once again, it's something that revolves around money. Right? Go ahead.
Okay, give us another season of Lovecraft Country.
All right.
If somebody can make that happen.
Bye.
If somebody can do that.
I don't know why you
Let
about to
Chris
do that.
Brown perform at the Super Bowl. If you can pass that,
Bye, Mac.
I'm
No.
voting for you.
I know
Okay.
that's right.
Have a
Put
great day.
Uno and
All right,
spades
Mac.
in the
Okay,
casino.
guys,
Oh my
guys,
God.
blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
loving this
Jesus,
now.
stop. This is not where I wanted this
Put
to
the
go.
voting booths
This
in
is not
strip
where I want. I
clubs.
thought you had
Ooh,
real
that's how you
tangibles.
get black people
Mac,
to vote.
stop. I thought you had real
Imagine a
tangibles.
voting booth
Could
in
you
Magic
stop?
City.
Could you stop? Please
You
give
want
Raymond
something
Oreo the biggest hee-haw. Jesus Christ. I thought you had real tangibles. This is a serious time.
So you do those, and that's what would make you vote for Trump.
I would, if they let
No,
Chris
it's not.
Brown perform at the Super Bowl, I will vote for whoever made that happen.
Man, bye.
Immediately.
Go.
If you're man on the floor,
all that.
Hey,
see
man.
if you can.
Scafaddle.
Got my vote.
Go.
Scafaddle,
man.
All right, well, let's have a serious question.
Let's have a serious conversation. Open up the phone lines right now.
Oh,
Angela
you see how
Rye is
Angela
back.
Rye just kicked the
Okay.
door open?
Angela
She's not
Rye.
playing with you this morning.
And she's never playing with me.
so sick of you
There's not
and
too many
all of
people who
this.
keep their foot in my ass the way she does. It's always like this.
They usually put other things in your ass.
Playing
All right, so
too
what's the
much.
question? 800-585-1051.
Whose little ass head is on?
You got to open it up a little more. Yeah, there you go.
Open up the phone lines.
God, that's stupid.
We know that black people are not stupid enough to vote for somebody because they put out a good sneaker.
Well, it's not a good sneaker. Sneaker's not dope. It's an ugly sneaker.
Well, I say good because it's hot.
Oh, you mean it's selling good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what's the tangibles? What do we want?
Are we asking what would make people vote for him? Is that what you're saying? Because that's
not
what you just
him.
said. Oh,
Just in general.
like okay.
Yes.
All right.
You're asking for a black agenda this Friday morning on Breakfast
Why
Club.
not?
Okay.
800.
Let's open up the phone.
So what you want out there?
Because clearly these people don't know. If they're on Fox News saying things like, hey, you know, they would vote for this man for a pair of sneakers. Let's open up the phone lines and let people hear exactly what black people are really interested in.
800
Not that silly stuff Mac was talking about. Like, I'm serious. Real tangibles. Okay? Let's have the conversation.
800-585-1051. What are some tangible things, some things that you want? That's what we're asking this morning.
Real
All right.
issues.
And shout out to my dad. Dad, I'm not going to buy the Trump sneakers. I was joking. I swear, Dad. My dad just hit me like,
He just
you
texted
better
you.
not come to this house with no goddamn Trump
that's
sneakers.
When your mama need to call you
And
back.
that's
'Cause you done lost
the
your
real
mind.
culture. That's culture.
That's
right
it.
there. You
But-
better not.
Yeah, well,
and
that's-
you're a grown ass man with a family, and he telling you you better not come in here with no sneakers.
No, he said no goddamn Trump
Oh,
sneakers.
there you go.
Did y'all have the business conversation or did you tell them that they're going for him?
Lenard, keep playing.
Nah,
You
I'm
gonna
not
get him
playing.
in trouble. He gonna cuss you out next. Keep playing.
800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast
You
Club.
know
Good morning.
Papa Rai will call you.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Angela Rye is here. She still has her foot in Charlamagne's ass.
Guess what you wearing though?
What?
Some Insurrection 6.
You know that's a lie. You better get that misinformation out of here. Don't listen to this bot.
Now, if you're just joining us, we're asking, what do you want? What's on your agenda? What will make you happy? What will make you want to get out there and vote? That is the question this morning.
Let's start with Angela Rye. The Angela Rye is a real political expert, real political pundit. You know, she's the host of the Native Land podcast on the Reason Choice Media iHeartRadio podcast network. She have impact strategies. Everybody knows your resume.
I don't know if everybody does,
Well,
but they don't
should.
have to.
Yes. You're not just some person up here chatting, basically.
But also shout out to my co-hosts Andrew and Tiffany.
That's right, Andrew Gill and Tiffany Cross.
Our episodes drop every Thursday at 10 a.m. You will be an expert, Jess. You said you weren't not a political expert. You will be after you listen to the show.
I like how you put your glasses on for this too, Jess.
They're cute. I like these glasses. So I think that the main thing that we talk about often as a people is there was a time that black people gathered all the time to talk about political agendas. It was before emancipation. And after emancipation, those conversations, those convenings became a lot more sparingly. One of the biggest ones that we had was in 1972 in Gary, Indiana, the National Black Political Convention. And what I will say that is sad is if you look at those agenda items today, a lot of that still hasn't been accomplished. And it should be. We're talking about affordable housing. A McKinsey report just came out recently that talked about we still can't afford to live, not just buy houses, just rent is too high. Remember the guy that came out and was like, the rent is too damn high? Same thing.
I just want the record to show that's financial. It's something, anything that can cause financial relief, create financial relief for people is what folks want.
I think that's a part of it. Of course, Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley just reintroduced her federal jobs guarantee. People want jobs.
Money.
I agree. People want student debt relief.
Money.
The Supreme Court took out Joe Biden's plan to have a comprehensive student debt relief plan. They also want access to education.
Money.
Well, that's a part of it, or equal access to education. Affirmative action policy, which was just overturned by the Supreme Court. Voting rights. People want to be able to go and cast a ballot.
That's right.
You know, police brutality. Can
Police
we
reform.
please stop
That's right.
dying?
That's right.
Criminal justice reform. You talk all the time, which I think is actually a really, really smart idea around weed. If there's anybody incarcerated on a federal charge for weed, for using, for selling, they should be released.
And Joe Biden can do that with the stroke of a pen.
That is actually true. That is true. But there are a lot of things he needs Congress to do. And meanwhile, they're trying to investigate him on trumped up, no pun intended, charges around a bribe that didn't even exist, that came from an FBI informant who said he got all of his jacked up intelligence from Russia. Surprise, surprise. So anyway, all of that to say there are a number of things that we want. The main thing that black folks want, I think, is relief. The ability
financial.
It's not just financial, Leonard.
It is.
If that's okay.
All these things we're talking about, majority of them revolve around money.
Sure, but I don't think that we should limit our existence, our desire to survive and to have relief in this country to financial.
That's what police reform is.
Yes,
yeah, that's what criminal justice reform is. That's what voting rights
Let's
is.
not minimize our needs. Let's not minimize our ask to just financial, which are important. We need to be catching up. We got 400 years. They got a 400 year head
I think
start.
the first thing is money, though, because is I look at a lot of people, especially a lot of black people that work all their lives, and then they get to an age where they can't work anymore and they can't afford it. And then you got a lot of people that look at a lot of these politicians and these rich businessmen, and then you look at the amount of taxes that they pay.
Yeah.
And you're saying these guys make hundreds of millions of dollars and they pay no taxes at all.
Yes.
And here you have somebody who makes $50,000 a year, $40,000 a year, and it's taking 20-30% of their money, and that doesn't make sense. And they can't tell you where that money's going. So I think the first is always money.
Upward mobility, man. That's why people have these conversations about reparations, student debt relief, affordable health care, affordable rent, affordable education. I guarantee you, if you polled not even just black people, just millions of people across the country, that's probably the number one thing.
It always is.
Always.
I think that there was a slogan back in the day, I think the 90s, when Democrats were, and I can't remember who the pundit was that said it, but it was the economy stupid was the line. And it is a driver. That's right? To the polls, to motivation. Like, we have to figure out how to reach people. The main thing is, if you continue to shut people out, they're not going to want to participate. We have to figure out a way to get people engaged. But to pretend and play in people's faces about Donald Trump like he's not an existential threat is a big, big problem. This is the same man who called for the death penalty of the Central Park Five. It's the same man who was a birther in chief around Barack Obama. He is racist. He said that the three attorneys who were coming after him, Fonnie Willis, Tish James, Alvin Bragg, were racist for coming after him. This man traffics in this. This is not a game at all.
I don't think there's anything wrong with speaking that truth to power, which you did. But what I would tell Democrats is you have to energize the people who are either planning to stay home in November, because you're not going to change the mind of these Trumpers. You're not going to change the mind of these people who are going out there and buying these $399 sneakers. Like even that fear, and it's not fear mongering because it's absolutely true, everything that you just said. But even trying to instill fear in people to say Trump is this boogeyman, which he is. He's a real threat to democracy. Continuing to do that ain't even going to motivate people because they lived through Trump already. And guess what? Some of us lived through Reagan.
But sometimes it's just what's right, though. Like when you watch all those brothers that died when Obama was in office, right? Besides, I think one, you never heard Obama say that's not right. Same thing with Joe Biden.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. You heard it with one time he said it with what's his name?
Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon Martin. That was one time.
And when he spoke about for Emmanuel AME when Dylan that devil Dylan Roof killed all those beautiful children in South Carolina.
But it's not with all the amount of brothers and sisters that die all the time. Sometimes you just want to hear the president be like, "Yo, that shit ain't right." No politics intended. Just humanity. Like, that's not right.
Trayvon, he handled it very well. He said, actually,
Have you heard Joe Biden say
Trayvon could have been my son.
Have you heard Joe Biden say? Trayvon was the only one I remember saying.
Joe Biden during the campaign, the most notable one was George Floyd. He didn't have a choice. Like the whole country responded to that.
But it didn't seem like it came from a place of caring.
But
it came from a place that I have to do it.
I don't rock
so
with
these niggas could rock with it.
Here's the question. Can you accept that it might be our role to push people into righteousness? Politicians aren't supposed to be our friends. They're supposed to legislate. They're supposed to sometimes sign things with the stroke of a pen, and executive action, executive order. We need to be responsible for pushing people into righteousness.
Kamala was my push.
We've been doing this all.
Kamala was the sister that I wanted to go in office to be that person, that black person that represents us and says she is our push.
Yeah.
This is why black people are fed up, because we have pushed, and there's been so many different times we thought there was going to be real change. One of them told us it was change you can believe in.
But listen, you guys, I think the thing that you have to remember is actually things have changed.
I know it.
They have changed, and they're going backwards because they have changed, and we're also going backwards because folks have seen progress, and that's why you will see a bill like what we talked about in Alabama earlier, the anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion. DEI is a new concept since George Floyd's murder. It used to just be D&I. Those things have changed. When we started pushing for equity, the Republican Party started pushing in the opposite direction. I'm not putting racism at the feet of just the Republican Party, but they are its mascot right now.
Who do you put poverty at the feet of?
Who?
Poverty.
What's that?
I think this whole country, the rich, the greedy.
That's really the issue.
Well, let's take some phone calls. Let's take some phone calls. A lot of people on the line. Let's take some calls. 800-585-1051. You good, Jess?
Yeah.
She got her glasses on. She's listening. She's soaking it up.
She has her glasses on. She's listening. We'll take your calls when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Made it.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. Angela Rye is here. We're having a conversation of what do you want? What should we be asking for? And we got a lot of people on the line. We got Q on the line. Q, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
How you feeling,
Q?
I'm doing all right. I agree with Charlamagne. We with the money. Since you don't want to give us reparations and it's the issue, I believe we shouldn't have to pay federal and state taxes out of our check.
I agree with that.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Let us get our money back to where we could be financially stable and show some type of financial literacy for our sons and our daughters and our family.
Now I have an idea where I feel like, certain people should get some type of economic stimulus package, some type of economic
or a tax credit.
But I think if you make over a certain amount of money, you shouldn't have to pay no federal or state tax. Like, that would help tremendously. Like, if you already are in a certain tax bracket, right? If they took away our taxes, that would help us tremendously. Mm-hmm. And we could say, hey, even if you want us to donate a certain amount of our salaries, let us pick the cost.
Yeah.
Let us pick where our
I wouldn't
money
have a problem doing that at all. Hello, who's this?
This is Kiki.
Hey, Kiki, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your thoughts, Kiki? What you want, mama?
My thoughts are, I work part-time with the election board. I did it since I was 16. And this year I find it extremely hard to talk to people my age. I'm 26, to try to tell them talking points of who to vote for and why. I think a lot of people now, they're just tired of the lies that the politicians give us, and we just want to change, really.
So what do you feel? What are they saying? What do you feel from, are they voting? Are they staying home? Or?
Well, Charlamagne, they really not voting. They're saying, I'm not doing it. It's a waste of time. I'm right here from the 843 Low Country, and it's really hard. It's really hard at this point. They don't want to vote.
And that's what I'm trying to tell folks. Just because black people aren't supporting Democrats don't mean they supporting Republicans either. They just F it. I'm fed up. I'm over it.
Well, shout out to Kiki for volunteering since she was 16. I think that's tremendous.
That's right.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Tish from Houston, Texas.
Hey, good morning. Talk to us, Tish.
So right now, if I could ask them for anything, it would definitely be affordable home loan. That's all I want right now.
Affordable home loans.
Mm-hmm. Money!
Yeah, the rates have shot through the roof, which is crazy.
Why do we complicate this?
And the sad part about it is, if you purchase a house, let's say your house is $100,000, with those interest rates, it is so damn high, and it makes it very difficult for people to even try to buy.
And also, if we could have some funding for barriers, financial barriers, to be able to afford a home loan as well.
Got you. Thank you, Mama.
All
Hello,
about
who's this?
Financial relief, man.
Yeah, this PD.
Hey, what's up, brother? Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Man, listen, we need Trump back in office as soon as possible, ASAP.
Watch this. Why?
Why? Man, I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to them stimulus checks, man.
Money!
Hold on. Okay, did you get a stimulus check under Joe Biden?
Nah, we did not. I ain't getting no stimulus check under Joe Biden.
You did.
You did.
He didn't put his name on it because they not good marketing. They stuck at messaging. Democrats do.
You got it. You did get
okay.
it. And you know what else? Did you know that you were going to get a second stimulus check under Joe Biden, but the Republican Congress didn't pass it?
Oh, nah, you see, they ain't even telling us all that. I'm thinking that Trump is doing everything that he's supposed to do.
Because they're better at messaging and marketing.
But we're not pumping up Donald Trump here. He didn't pay for this advertisement. So what we will tell you is you did get a second stimulus check.
No, a third.
No, he got a second.
Trump gave him two and Biden gave him
under Trump.
All right, well, what's the moral of the story, ladies and
The
gentlemen?
moral of the story is it's all about that almighty dollar. I keep trying to explain this to y'all. I don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. If you're not talking about upward mobility, people are not going to listen. They're not going to hear you. That's the only thing that's going to motivate people to get up off the couch in November.
If you cannot survive, your upper mobility doesn't matter. So it needs to be both.
They're dying now. They're not surviving now. They barely got food on their table, barely got a roof over their head. How do you tell people that's already living in hell that it can get worse?
They can.
They're already in hell.
Don't believe me, just watch. Literally, the rights are being rolled back every day. Don't believe me, just watch.
They feel like they don't have those anyway.
I understand what you feel like. Your feeling is about to get a lot worse. That's what I'm saying.
You're not wrong.
I know.
But once again, you still didn't answer the question. How do you tell people already living in hell that things can get worse? You can't just say
the temperature can get hotter.
They'll say to you, come live here let's trade lives for a week.
I understand. And I'm down to do that. And have done that. And have done that. And what I'm saying is it can get worse, and it is getting worse in states all over the country, particularly in the South, where they want to hurt and harm black people, and they don't have the benefit of representation of people who look like them and think like them.
You're right.
It can and will get worse.
You're right, but these people are already in hell.
I understand. It can get hotter.
And all right. The ice water.
Thank you, Angela Rye, for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
And make sure you listen to the Native Land podcast on Reason Choice Media, iHeartRadio. New episodes come out every Thursday with Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, Andrew Gillum. Follow at Angela Rye on all social media platforms.
Jesse, it was nice to meet you in person.
Nice to meet you too.
I love y'all. Shout out to Envy's daddy.
Absolutely. Everything. Absolutely.
Envy daddy don't believe in police reform. You know that. He's a former cop.
All I know is he told Envy, I wish you would. Keep playing with me.
That's right. All right, when we come back, we have Pastor Oaks with Nyla. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Pastor Oaks.
Go, go, cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin, now come spin.
AKA Nyla, AKA I'm from Atlanta now, AKA I got my glasses on, AKA don't talk to me.
I ruined.
You got my glasses on. Jess got glasses on today.
I ruined her in Atlanta last weekend.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I didn't tell you. Don't worry about it. When you're not welcome there no more, you'll know why.
Stop.
We need her back.
Damn.
We need her back.
You
She's
don't.
loving Atlanta too much.
Damn.
I don't like that.
Why you don't want me
I
to
just
be
see you hanging out
happy?
with Usher, Brian Michael Cox, and Nelly, and
They all
Shanti.
in your
all them.
DMs. And I'm like, damn.
How you know they in her
Not in your
DMs?
DMs and your comments.
They don't want to see you grow.
Go Nyla.
They don't want to see you grow.
Go Nyla. Big Nyla.
Yo, I've been here 10 years. You know that? From intern. I started working here before I could even
You
drink.
have not been here no 10 years.
Yes, I have.
You been at Power for 10 years?
No, not Power 10 years.
Oh.
I've been here 7 years. A long time.
She just rounded it up.
I think I've done enough.
Why it seems
I
like
think I've done enough.
It seems like she was auditioning for Color Purple just now.
I've been here for 7 years.
All my life I had to fight. In this building for sure.
Right.
Yo, in this building for sure. But that's neither here nor there. Let's be positive. On a positive note, last night, Time Magazine had an amazing event.
Where was that at?
In Midtown.
Atlanta?
I don't even know.
Oh,
it
sorry.
was in New York.
Yo, she had a dress on.
You had a dress
I
on?
had a
Yo,
dress
Nyla
on.
done
I had
switched
a
all the
ball
way up.
gown.
Yeah, sneakers or shoes?
I put on heels.
Oh,
come on, I'm not that much of a tomboy, but yeah. So Time Magazine event, they honored Issa Rae and they honored a bunch of women who are pretty much closing the wealth gap. So shout out to my guy Trav for inviting me, but it was just really dope and inspiring to be in a room full of women getting to the bag. And you guys also want to know a fun fact? like 80% of the women in the room who are being honored all are entrepreneurs based out of Atlanta.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know what the
All right, that was passed off by Nyla Symone.
Yeah. I don't know what the energy is there, but something about women thriving out there is crazy. I don't know. Okay, just a little fun
All right,
fact.
play your 3 Atlanta records, please.
Okay, this one's actually from Jersey. SZA just dropped a new record called Saturn.
Ooh.
Take snooze out and put that in. We don't have to play snooze 100 times every hour.
I will
Okay?
never not love a SZA record. That vibe is crazy.
Yeah, she really can't do no wrong. Like I hear SZA so much. My wife loves SZA. My daughter loves SZA. Like SZA's always playing in our house. I know I'm gonna hear that song a million times this weekend.
That's in rotation now.
Easily.
All right. Next we got Ray Vaughn and Pusha T with Problem.
Push be spitting.
He
So did Ray
always,
Vaughn.
yeah,
Shout out to Push.
always.
I seen Push last week too. So salute to Pusha. He was in Virginia. His young boys are doing this. They do this R&B show. So he just came to show love and support. And I thought that was dope. So
salute to Push.
Salute to
That's
Push.
fire.
757. What up?
And I like seeing the OGs work with the new rappers. So
And spitting game in the
in the
lyrics.
record.
Yeah.
That's right.
Tough. All right, and then lastly, I actually played this for you last week just on the side, but the Stally and KD record.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yo, KD actually did all right for like a baller.
Okay, this is Maryland bias.
This is not Maryland Bites. This was actually good.
Let's hear it.
All right, let's
Bias.
get into it. It's Scared Money.
I'm playing this right after Saturn. Right after Saturn. Like, it's a vibe. How do you not? And
it.
KD is Kevin Durant for
Yes,
those who like
Kevin
KD.
Durant.
Yes.
I like this. I like the last week when she played it. It's a vibe still.
No, it wasn't bad. He sounded like somebody, but I cannot remember who. Like his whole cadence and his voice and everything is right there on my. It's right there in my
Is it
brain.
West Coast?
Nah, it's definitely an East Coast rap. Oh, he sounded like Jay Electronica a little bit.
Sound like Jay
Sound like Jay
Electronica. He does
Electronica
sound like
a
Jay
little bit.
Electronica.
I
Yeah.
can
I'm
see
sitting there
that.
listening like, who the? He sound,
Yeah.
Jay Electronica.
Yeah, he does sound like Jay
his
Electronica.
voice, man.
That's fair.
The way he flowing, the cadence and everything, and his tone of voice.
It sounds like he not trying.
Yeah.
It sound
I feel
effortless.
like he not trying.
Sound like his jump shot.
Yeah.
He does. It sound
nice.
Whoa, Lowe's, goddamn.
Low screams out in the back.
Wet. No, I ain't know. That's not how he sound. He sounds. I've meant smooth and effortless.
And one thing Lowe's gonna do is match y'all gay.
Just want you to shut the hell up while you when you in here too. I just wanted to tell you that, but never mind. Go ahead now.
Total.
All right, well, we got a playlist. If you guys like the tunes, make sure you guys tap in. Follow me on Instagram at Nyla Symone, NYLASYMONEEE. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube and subscribe to my podcast, We Need to Talk. Make sure you like it. Give it 5 stars. I drop new episodes twice a week.
And when is the next Certified Vibe live?
Next Certified Vibe Live is March 15th. It's around International Women's Day, but it's Women's History Month, so we have all women lineups.
Okay.
Oh, Nyla, I'm always proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, but
And
I
girl, keep
will.
thriving in Atlanta.
No, we building a wall around Atlanta for Nyla.
Yo, that's so ridiculous.
Oh no.
What did you say to them?
I said she said she's a migrant and she's here illegally and she
You
just
told
wants
them
to
I'm
take
from
all your
Germany?
resources. That's
Jesus Christ.
That's
All
so
right.
messed
Thank you,
up.
Nyla.
that's what I said.
Whatever.
When we come back, it's the People's Choice. Makes you throw back on a Friday to Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Who never stops working.
Roxy Diaz. What's up, Roxy?
Hi.
How you feeling?
Good to see you all. Good to be here. Good to be here just hanging.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And congratulations,
Thank
Mama.
you.
This
Thank you.
is super, super, super dope.
Thank you
It's
so
unfortunate you got to do it with these two.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
If there's ever anything you need as far as help and getting them in line, I can't help you. It's been years, and I still can't. Yeah, no, I can't help you.
Now, Roxy, you in a new movie, Dutch 2.
I am.
You
yes.
play a lesbian gangster.
I do.
What the hell the lesbian got to do with anything?
She's a lesbian, right? She's a lesbian gangster.
You know, I thought Jess was gonna call out the lesbian part, but of course you would.
He couldn't
You
wait.
couldn't wait. You could not wait to put it out there. Gosh, yes, I do.
So how was it playing that role? Because you're not a lesbian.
I'm not a lesbian,
Yeah.
but shout out to the whole LGBTQ, plus community, and all my friends that are. It was really, really different. I mean, of course, because, but at the same time, we all know what it is to be in love, and we all know what it is to want love and need love. So regardless of who it is on that opposite side, it's easy to tap into that feeling of wanting to be loved.
Oh, that's a great perspective because it's not like you got to do anything physical. You just got to tap into the emotion.
Well, she got romantic.
Oh no,
she got a little
romantic.
She got out of jail. She went in a little right. She came home.
Well, as
right
soon as you
door.
get out of jail, not that I've ever just got out of jail before in my career or my life, but I would assume the first thing you're gonna want to do is, feel loved.
Absolutely.
And that's what Angel wanted. Angel wanted to feel loved as soon, expeditiously, in the words of T.I. She wanted to feel some love, and she linked up with her girlfriend Goldilocks, played by Dakia Anderson. She's an amazing girl too. Yeah. So yeah, it was super fun.
The first Dutch movie came out 2021.
Yeah.
Do we have to watch would you have to watch the first one to understand the second one?
You don't, but if you're a fan of Terry Woods' books and what she created with the Dutch trilogy, which is what I really feel the fan base and the audience that loves from this series, you're going to be surprised. But you do not have to watch the first one to understand. But I would say watch it because Lance Gross is, a friend, and he's amazing and what they do. But this is Angel's story, and she's getting revenge for Dutch, and it's what she goes through and her journey, and it's dope because it's a female-led cast. I'm at the reins. This is my first time ever starring in a role, being up there number 2 on the call sheet because Dutch is number 1 on the call sheet. So, but it was a really, really, really dope experience. And shout out to Manny, who we all know, Manny Haley,
shout out to Manny,
for creating these experiences to put us on the screen. So it was really dope.
How does your hosting background help you with the acting?
The hurry up and wait, man. The hurry up and wait. The patience, the professionalism of how to act on the set. You just already know what those moving parts are. But as far as acting goes, it doesn't. It's yin and yang. It's acting is really raw emotion and where you pulling these things in from experiences. Like Angel is she has a very dark history and past from being sexually molested from her father at a very, very young age, and always being betrayed and taken advantage of by men. And so she has this hatred for men that it's like, okay, Roxy, where do you... Some things of my past I don't want to revisit, but I had to revisit for this role. And then there was some things that's like, where do you tap in to get this energy and this anger? And then you find things, as life, but we already up there. So there's so many experiences that we've had that you could find like a substitution or something to help you get into the role and the character.
How would you describe how respect influences Angel's actions throughout the film? Because it seems like she's seeking respect.
That's all she wants. That's all she wants. She not only she thrives off of respect, but I think she also gets a high off it. It's almost like an addiction. It's not even like, it's like if you cross Angel, anything by any means necessary, it's like you out. It's almost like The Godfather. It's like, well, he's got to go. Just she's ruthless. She is completely ruthless. And what I enjoyed doing was playing something that is completely opposite of who I am. Yeah, of who I am. It's like, I mean, you know me. I don't think you guys could ever picture me like just blasting off a gun and like
I wouldn't say ruthless.
Shooting up a corner like it's not Roxy. Did
you have to learn how to shoot?
I mean, I already knew how to shoot.
Okay,
I'm
Roxy.
a registered gun owner, so I was like, I wish them would at my house. So
don't play with
you got to do that as a single woman. You got to do that. So I knew how to. That was actually the funnest part on the set because that was the part that shocked some of the prop guys. They were like, okay, put your hand like this.
You gotta check the gun,
here,
make sure
this is something like, yeah, okay, pop. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
What about respect as far as like in your real life? Have you ever felt like you had to demand respect in this business?
I think all the time.
Yeah.
I think all the time. I think I still fight for it even today. Even being, on a platform like Good Morning America and GMA3. Shout out to my family over there. But, we still as a culture still fight for respect in those big rooms and in those big meetings because people don't think to take us seriously when we are a driving force in this economy and we are a driving force to a lot of decisions that are made politically. It's amazing how we still don't get the level of respect in those boardrooms, just like how Jay-Z says, you keep on fighting, you keep on showing up until they call you CEO, until they call you the boss, until and then they call upon you for decision-making things, you know, until they're scared of you when it's an election season and they're calling you a threat, you know. It's like those kind of things that it's like you have to demand respect. So yeah, me personally, Roxy, I mean, in my journalistic career and my hosting career, I'm always fighting to be like, what? I'm like, Tyrese, what more do you want from me? Like, what more do you want me to do? Like, honestly, there's nothing else that I should have to do, but you know, you always have to still tap dance.
I feel like you won just because you still here. Like,
relevant. I got bills
yeah.
to pay. I got bills to pay.
You know what I'm saying? You
I
a good
got
boy in
bills
America. You
to
in movies.
pay.
You still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how are you doing all that? Of course, you're doing the hosting stuff. You're doing the acting, and then you're back in school.
Yeah.
You went back to your HBCU.
Wow. Yeah, Bowie State University.
What made you do that?
First of all, you guys, we always used to tour the HBCU route, and it was always the most fun going to HBCU campuses. Me specifically going to Bowie State, they have an amazing communications department. I connected with them, I vibed with them. It was always a goal for me to go back and be a college graduate for my family, for my lineage.
Most people don't know when in the middle of school you got a job offer in Boston and you said, I'm out.
I'm out. And it was actually Russ Parr, shout out to Russ Parr, that told me that, you know, you're gonna starve, you're gonna have pizza and ramen noodles every single day. He's like, but you can't always start in a top 10 market, Roxy. You can always go back to school. And so that launched my radio career, which is where you and I knew each other for so many years. And if it wasn't for radio, and I think people have more of a respect for radio now, especially because of the culture shift and what you guys have created, what the Elvis Durans has created, what, like, you know, the legends have, even Russ Parr and the Steve Harveys, everybody. Russ Parr, at the end of the day, you got to give the man the respect. What they've created is that people forget that radio is really the basic foundation of what television and live television is.
That's right.
If you can be in a box and pretend to talk to a bunch of people that you can't see and be that creative, then you can do that on camera if your face is friendly for camera.
Well, Roxy, we appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you for the time, guys.
Angels Revenge BET Plus. Appreciate you, Roxy.
And watch Roxy on Good Morning America, right?
Yep. GMA 3, and yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club, good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's Black History Month. What we doing today?
Man, salute to my guy, BDot. You know, BDot is the host of a podcast called the I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network. And today he's going to talk to us about one of the wealthiest, richest kings in history that you probably never heard of.
On today's episode of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either, story goes he was so rich and he loved one of his wives so much that he had her a swimming pool built in the middle of the desert, Mansa Musa. Now, usually, I share black history that's intrigued me from the transatlantic slave trade to the civil rights movement. But whenever I'm talking about wealth, there's one name that always comes up. So I had to look him up. Mansa Musa. Now, he lived in the 1300s. That's 700 years ago. That's 1300 CE, the Common Era. You remember when all we had was AD and BC? To be quite honest, my brain can't really fathom CE, BC, AD. All them letters just make me think of the PD, and then that kick in my PTSD, and now I need a BC. But if I can believe in the Old Testament, and Noah building an ark and getting two of every animal, and Jonah being eaten by a whale, I can damn sure believe in Mansa Musa. I mean, he's too heavily documented. Mansa Musa of Mali, not the narcotic, the kingdom in Africa. He ruled Mali from 1312 to 1337, 25 years. Now, he came to power when the previous king had dipped off with a large fleet of ships. They went to go explore the Atlantic Ocean, and explore they did, but they never returned. Mali was already wealthy, but Mansa Musa's work with expanding trade made Mali the wealthiest kingdom in Africa. They got their riches from mining salt and gold deposits in Mali. And elephant ivory was a major source of wealth. He was an African man of Muslim faith, but I'm gonna tell you what's disappointing. There is no movie on Mansa Musa's pilgrimage in 1324 CE. Like, he legit shut the continent down. 1324, a caravan of about 60,000 people all left the capital of Mali, headed to the holy city of Mecca. It was 4,000 miles away. That's further than walking from North Carolina to California. Now, until this pilgrimage, the kingdom of Mali was relatively unknown outside of West Africa. The Arab writers of the time said that he traveled with an entourage of tens of thousands of people and dozens of camels, each carrying 300 pounds of gold. 300 pounds of gold is like $9 million. This man had dozens of camels all carrying $9 million in gold. They say he got to Cairo and met with the Sultan of Egypt, and his squad spent and gave away so much gold that the overall value of gold decreased in Egypt for the next 12 years. After he returned from Mecca, that's when he began to revitalize the cities in his own kingdom by building mosques and large public buildings. That was Timbuktu. That became a major Islamic university city during the 14th century due to his developments. And then the reputation of the Mali kingdom grew. Mansa Musa died in 1337, and he's arguably the richest king that ever lived. In today's money, they say he was worth about $400 billion. Oh, the wife. He had 4 wives, and they said one was his favorite because she was the most beautiful. But she came to miss her nightly swims in the Niger. So Mansa Musa had her a swimming pool built in the middle of the Sahara Desert. And I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
All right, well, salute to BDot.
That's right. And make sure you subscribe to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network, where you can also find other great podcasts like Jess Hilarious, Carefully Reckless, with new episodes dropping every Wednesday.
Thank you. And it was also Pick of the Month.
Yes,
so
for Apple.
To know that. Absolutely.
We're going to start another podcast just called Morning Sickness.
Just shut up, man.
You don't think so?
Yep. Things that make me sick in the morning. You can do that.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. You guys be safe. We'll see you guys on Monday. And that's that. All right, it's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1 home with Angie Martinez. Where we use next.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?